Okay, so here we're trying to do what we did in the last one. Let's try to do some clouds, but we're gonna use dry paint on a dry surface. So again, and you wanna make sure that your brush is completely dry. There's no water or dampness to it. Okay, so we're using paint that is straight out of the tube. And I'm not putting a ton on my brush. I'm gonna almost dry brush it, okay? So I'm just gonna try to move my brush around to create that same cloud effect. But this time I'm finding that the paint is not really moving around. The water is the main vehicle to watercolor paint. Okay, so you can still, I mean, like this is the paste version out of the tube. You can still get it to move a bit, but it's not going to go far. And you can still use the tooth or the texture of the paper to give you a little bit of a softer edge if you push your brush around. But it's not going to really melt into the background or bleed into the background or fade into the background like a wet or damp. So here we're just painting on a white background. Obviously it's dry. Even if we were painting on top of another color, we would make sure that the background was fully dry for this one. Okay, still an interesting effect. You could still get some texture again, just pushing your brush around, wiggling it around, and trying to pick up the texture of the paper. Some watercolor is more textured than others. Okay, but it's gonna give you more of a consistent, fully saturated color as opposed to having the edges fade out. So okay, if I wanted to build up another color on top of this or even a darker tone on top, I could add more dry paint. And the bottom layer is fully dry, and so on. All right, we've got 2 more to go and then we're done. So I'm gonna take us back up to stippling now.